Okay, guys, nice. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome. Okay, welcome to the live stream, and yeah, we'll just watch. We didn't come at the right time to watch this Blitz game, but then what we do? Okay, we'll proceed into playing our own game. Oh wow, he aborted the game. So let me tell you why he aborted the game. Oftentimes, when you are about entering a new opening, a new rating like 2000, 2200, like if they give you an opponent that seems lower, you just know that you are going to lose that game. It comes like it's something weird though, because it just happens most often on liches. You want to enter 2200 and they give you, and you're around 2096, 97, 98, 99, and they give you an opponent that is 2080. There's a high percent that you actually lose that game. Okay, the Caracan on the board. Come to think of it, you actually move ahead of. Ooh, wow! I didn't expect that move. I didn't expect that move at all. First of all, give it a check. I didn't expect that move at all. Wow. That actually took me off guard, or caught me off guard. Okay. The main issue now is, okay, the main issue was how black could develop his bishop. Honestly, don't mind. I'm not phased a little bit. Rather, I'll capture the pawn and use it as a form of pushing my piece forward. Okay. I have check and I can double up. So you can go for the check. You check the king, then double up with your queen. With your rooks, sorry. Yeah, I expected that. expected that. Okay, let's start by threatening to capture the knight. I would have gone, d4, but then I can't go d4 because I give the knight the... I would have gone d5, but I can't go d5 because I give the knight the e5 square. Like, if I was to go d5 in this position, the knight will simply jump to the e5 square, and that is not good for me. So I must force the knight out of there. If black decides to play something like queen to d5, then I have c4, which is to my own advantage. And that knight, yeah, the knight is trapped if d5 occurs. Yeah. Okay. Okay, can I go b4? I think I can go b4, chat. I can go b4, I guess. I can go b4, but not sure. Okay, you said h4, then queen d7. h4. h4. Oh my god, h4 is a wide move. I never considered it, but I don't think it works though. Hello, NN house. h4, then knight to the d7. Do you mean g4? g4, then I hang my knight on f3. h4. h4 just gives away the g4 square. Oh my god. I just spotted the move out of the blues. Rook to e8. Rook to e8, and I'm threatening to actually capture the rook on a8, then go with my queen. Go with my queen down to, e8. He cannot capture because... Okay. I have a feeling that after all these things, after all the trades are made, my position... Okay. Yeah, this move is better. Oh yeah. Thank you for that. Ooh. Now this move is interesting. I can now attack the knight. Attack the knight. If the knight goes to c4, I can simply, let's see now, take, okay. Can you find the move? Oh, this move is nice. This move is very nice. Can you find it? Chat, can you find it? Can you find this move? Can you find this move? I have seen it. Can you see it, chat? Can you see it? Okay, I'm low on time, so I'll just play it. The move is queen to b3, check. The king must go inside. The king must move to h8, then I can. Even better, I can play queen to f7, and that is white. Wow. This is all I can see. Queen to f7, and this is white. This is very wide. Ooh, low on battery. Time to charge. Where are my charging equipment? Yeah, he can play. Yeah, he can play, queen to c8, but then he loses his queen for a rook. He loses his queen for a rook, and it's not good for him at all. Yeah, it's not good for him at all. Not even the slightest. And he has no counterplay, because if he sacrifices bishop, I can take. He has no immediate check apart from bishop to h2, which I can take and actually close mount. His knight is actually dormant. How did I even see this from here? This is actually brilliant. If I were to be him, I would have actually gone or jumped with my knight to c4. Would have actually jumped with my knight to c4. What a brilliant queen sacrifice. What a brilliant queen sacrifice. Ooh. This is the variation he chooses. So I can fake. Can fake. Yeah, I'm up a piece, but I have questions to answer. Ooh, can you spot this killer move? NN. Okay, NN horse. Can you spot that move you told me earlier? H4, then queen d7, but there's no queen d7 in this position. H4, and this position is threatening knight to g5. Ooh, and he didn't spot. Oh, he spot. Yeah. He saw it. Okay, he saw it, or maybe he didn't. But this move actually spoils what I'm about to do, because now the queen is defended. So, in order to make what I'm about to do to work, I think I have to sacrifice a pawn. Right? I have to sacrifice a pawn. Okay, I'll sacrifice this pawn in order to sort of lure the knight to capture it. And once he actually captures it, I'll play knight to g5. I don't fully see or spot the combination, but I know that it should lead to a winning advantage for me. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm actually running low on time. Complete this. Threatening mate in 1. And black would definitely or most especially play, queen to g4. Black most especially play queen to g4. So you can send me a challenge. As this game is about to end, I will, accept your challenges, and then I can play this move. I can play this move, and it's just totally bad for white. For black, after my next move, g8, or at least I don't see a way he can save his pieces. Oh, I just overlooked the fact here. I overlooked that fact that there's this perpetual check. Yeah, I overlooked this fact. I'm happy to go into a draw since I'm low on time. I'm the one that is low on time. You can send me a challenge on Humble Gem 1, or you can drop your lichess handle in the comment section and I will challenge you. Yeah, I'm happy with the draw. I'm low on time. Yeah. I went for a first attack and I missed this perpetual check. If not, I would have won. So for the purpose of my training, for the purpose of my chess training, I'll actually mark this game as special and come back to it when I want to analyze. Yeah. Okay. This game was actually wide. A lot of started by, kicking away this knight, then give a check and sacrifice my queen. I was up 3 points of material. Played the h4 that I was told in the comment section. And sacrifice my... Okay, let me ask the engine now. For the engine to act, he read this position as winning. For the engine's best move to be black to sacrifice its queen, he read this position as winning. Give a check. I just missed this perpetual check. Sad. It's sad. What can I say? Very sad. Just for the feel of it, if after I've gone here, black proceeded to play something like this, then I can just simply sacrifice here. The king takes, which is bad because I have an attack. And the attack starts after check, comes here, check. If the king should come here, this is checkmate. If the king should go here, then this check. The only square is either here or here. But here doesn't do much because I can still give a check and the king is forced to come here. Except he has the idea of sacrificing his queen, which I'm perfectly okay with. But then if he goes here straight, I can still, how am I going to put it now? Can give a check. Let's see. This is a good move. It has one square. Already I can start by, if he goes here, I can start by, giving this check. But then the queen can actually capture. The game can actually capture, guys. So that's how I drew my first game of the live stream, or rather my second game of the live stream. Gabriel Hiroma. E4, E5, knight F3, knight F6, knight C6, bishop to C4, bishop to C5. He's going for this variation, which, okay, he doesn't rush into it. Just castle to keep my king safe. Takes. Yeah, I missed that. I shouldn't have taken back here. I would have dropped back with my knight, with my bishop actually. I would have dropped back with my bishop to B6. and that's the engine's best move. But then I missed it, and I've taken, and I have to start defending now. Such a shame. If he takes in person, I'm happy with it. If he takes my knight, I'll take his his rook, his bishop, sorry. And the idea behind, he can also take my, he can then proceed to take my pawn on g7 after you're taking my knight on f6. Then I can play rook to e8. But the idea behind it is that I do not capture, like I'm not in a hurry to capture white's pawn, as the pawn will act as a shield in my position. You know, the pawn will act as a shield, shielding my white king. How crazy is that? Okay. Okay. I'm threatening, bishop to g5, bishop to g4, pinning the knight to the queen. Up takes. Ooh, I missed this. I actually missed this. Damn. I actually missed that. Okay. Okay. Can take. Can you take first, then play this. Okay, I'm going to try something different. Takes. Now play this, threaten to give a check. He can capture my knight, my rook. He can capture my rook with his knight. I don't really mind. I think I have an attack here. I do mind, actually. I do mind. But then I can take with a check and play. Let's see now. Yeah, if he captures my rook, the guy is mating 4. Let's analyze it together. Mating 4. Sorry. Oh my god. Okay, sorry for that. Let's see. Okay. Whoa, he does it. Okay, now let's analyze. The move will have to start with, okay, first of all, in this position, I would love to bring in my queen to the attack. So how do I make way to bring in my queen to the attack? Is to capture with the knight on g5, so my queen can join the attack. Now when I capture with the knight to g5, when I capture with the knight on g5, like I'll play knight takes f3, giving a check to the king. He has two options: to sacrifice his queen or to move his king. If he sacrifices his queen, fine and good, I have equal material and I can snap up the knight on a8. But if he doesn't sacrifice his queen, then I can play queen to h4. Now I'm not threatening to capture the pawn on h2, but rather I'm threatening to play g4, queen to g4 check, pushing the king back to the h1 square. Then I'll play queen to h3, and mate is unstoppable. Even if he now sacrifices his queen, mate will be unstoppable. I just hope that you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. But then it might not work if he plays rook to h1. But if he plays rook to h1, then it's a mate. Yes, if he plays rook to h1, then it's considered as a mate. Okay. Ooh, it means that I can give a check, and this is a mate, bro. Yeah, a mate in one. Come on, guys. We calculated perfectly fine in this position. What? Yeah, mate in one. Mate in one, 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 mate in one. Wow, is it not amazing that we saw this from this particular move? We saw this from this particular move. Isn't that amazing? Takes. So that we can bring our knight back. And the best move for him was actually to fake, like, okay. The best move was actually for him to take, and I think give a check. He moves away, and yeah, that's all I can say, because now this position is somewhat confusing. The position is somewhat confusing now. And I have to act fast because black has white can have counterplay with rook to g1. Yeah, but then I will need more time to figure out what to do in that particular position. So he didn't go for the line, and he missed mate in 2. This was a nice game. This was a very nice game. On to the next. Whoa, someone liked. Whew. I got a like. Jumper P. Sorry, Jacob P. GG's, guys. GG, my guy. Is it the same guy? Okay, it's not. Rui Lopez on the board. Yeah, finally the Rui Lopez. All through yesterday's live stream, I didn't get a single player that played the Rui Lopez, and it was pretty disappointing for me. A lover of Rui Lopez. I'm a deep lover of Rui Lopez. Jacob P. Welcome to the live stream. By the way, my pawn on e4 is not hanging. It's defended with positional, let's say, positional tactics. Okay. All this is opening theory, and I'm not fazed by any. Takes. Back and thick. Attack their queen. Interesting. Now, this particular move is not to trade off knights. This particular move is not to trade off knights. I'm threatening to capture, but I'm not threatening to capture at the same time. Draw back. Okay. I can draw back and attack it again. I wasn't actually putting pressure on anything. Can draw back and attack it again. Yeah, he must be forced to play bishop to d6. Okay, he goes the other way. What to do. Okay. Bring in my knight to the position. Bring in more and more attackers. I don't mind. I can sacrifice my rook for black's bishop just to create something like an imbalance. Takes. Check. Takes. Fine. Boring. Takes. Now you can offer for a trade of queens, which I don't see anything wrong with. Or wrong in. Yeah, can thick. And he now has a weak e pawn. Take. That's a weak e pawn right there. Nothing more, nothing less. Why am I can actually defend it. Yeah. Yeah, don't trade. Don't trade, or even if you want to trade, let him make a pawn up. Okay. The idea is to use your two bishops and outplay It's virtually going to be hard. Okay. I believe in my 2 bishops. It's up a pawn. Yes, but there is a huge but. Time to activate my rooks. Time to activate my bishops. I believe if my bishops are activated, then I stand a chance. A huge chance. The slightest moment I get, I block that d4. The king can't move because it's tied to the g8, g6 pawn, and I can play bishop to e3, e4, sorry, bishop to e4. Having a line of sight, I think black just helped me get a better position. But then this doesn't mean that I'm winning or I have a concrete advantage. It just makes the game harder for him to play. Way harder. Yeah, he wants to, which I will not allow. You don't allow shit, you. Can't allow that shit. First of all, play this because I'm threatening to win a pawn. Okay, I can come back, take sticks. Okay, fine. Or maybe I'm not. I'm not looking for a draw here. I'm looking for a draw. Okay, fine. Why don't I shut down, play on the... Why don't I shut down, play on the king side? on the queen side and begin play on the king side. I'm sure you expected me to get enough balls to capture that, that piece. I'm down a pawn, but then I have the pawns. I have one extra pawn, which I can work it to my own good, or at least so I think. We are how many minutes into the live stream? Let me check. 46 minutes into the live stream. Interesting. Actually, come back with my bishop with the idea of playing f4, king to f3, then g4. f4 on the board. Oh, I didn't see that. Isn't that going to be hard to do? I'm going to continue with my own attack because I believe my own attack is stronger. Four takes. Takes, push up. My plan failed. I didn't see that black's response. Can't actually take because then I opened the g5 and rooks are better on the g5. I can't still do nothing as he can fake and come in with his queen, which is not good for me at all. Then right here, I shouldn't have played, a3. I would have gone back with my bishop and gone for b3. I'll move around. Come back and think this position is fizzling out to my own disadvantage. Yeah, I saw this coming. And then I feel I have just the right defenses for it. I feel I have just the right defenses for it. One more move. Ooh, wow, nice sacrifice. Nice sacrifice. I didn't see that sacrifice too. Crazy, right? Okay, takes. I feel this is still a draw, but then I need more time. Yeah, it was still a draw. It's still a draw, but I need more time. What does the engine have to say about this? The engine is silent. I feel it's a draw. It's a draw because there's actually no progress as long as I keep going here. Where there is progress is if, for instance, I go here, then I go here, then he can play this. Or even at that, I play this. Okay, let me create a scenario where there's actually progress. When he plays this and I play this, then he has successfully infiltrated in my position, and this doesn't work again because there's this check. If I go here, he can choose to go here. If I go here, it's even worse. He must draw back and he's entering further so. And the idea is simply when the king is far enough. The idea is not actually to promote this pawn, but that when the king is far enough, you can now go hunting for these pawns. Just to show you a brief analysis, black promotes first, and this is dangerous for white. So that's just a brief analysis. I didn't have any time to defend that, but the position was a draw. 21-74. Okay, e4. I'll start playing the English opening. Next time I see e4, I'll play the English opening. Europeans on the board, a6, the standard variation. I honestly don't know this variation, but I just know that they play a6, and that's crazy. Okay, I'm going to castle. Why did I play this earlier? Ooh, he missed the blunder. I just blundered, for goodness sake. Right here, he would have gone b4. Hits my bishop. If my bishop draws back, he goes d5. If I take, he takes back, still hits my bishop. My bishop will have to go back, still plays d5, and I lose a piece. But he saw none of that, and thank goodness I'm still in the game. Should I now go b4 myself? d5 myself? I think I'll have to go d5 myself. But then what is the idea? That's the question I have to ask myself. I'll draw back with my knight first. I really don't see any concrete idea by going b5. Okay, I'm going to draw back and play for f4. Okay, a6, nice. f4 anyway. f4 anyways. f4 is on the board. I'll take and avoid activating the rook. Sorry, his bishop. Avoid activating his bishop. What I'm trying to basically do is to keep white's pieces cramped at the queen side, so he will not have enough time to rotate his pieces to the attack. Right now, he should not be playing b4 or a4 or whatever he wanted to play as before. He should start finding a way to bring his pieces to the king's side, because his king will be under attack pretty quickly. Yeah, he's doing just that. I play this, takes. I try to be very systematic in my attack, keeping options of flexibility for my position. Drop back with my bishop. so that takes. Then I can play this. Takes. Let's sacrificing a piece now. We have to sacrifice it accurately. If not, it will be a waste of a pawn. And this is the end game. I cannot afford to lose any more pawns. Okay. Let's start with this. You might come up with this tricky move. Yeah, I saw that. Queen to. This move is very, very, very tricky. Very tricky. One wrong move and poof. So I must bring back my knight. Me bringing back my knight means one thing. My bishop is trapped. But he can't play queen to e3, attacking it as once as well. Sacrifice it on g4. And if it takes back, it's a fork. So he can't play that, obviously. So he must look for a tricky result. Not bad. Can't I just jump in? Can't I jump in now? Threatening all sort of discovered check. Takes. takes. Check. Okay. I can take this, right? Takes. Takes. Oh, nice. Wow, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Takes. Takes. Oh my god, and I'm down a piece. Or I'm about being down a piece. And it sucks bad. Sucks really bad. But then I have this defensive result. I can take. Ooh, but it comes with a check. Comes with a check. I don't think this is a good move. Can't I take? Wow, white just blundered. And I can take. Threatening to promote. Wow, white just blundered. And now he must lose this rook. And he can't still capture my c-pawn. Wow. From the jaws of defeat to a comfortable, insane position. Start by attacking this knight. Alright boy, time to find your square. Okay. He will definitely capture. He won't capture. Yeah. Give a check to the king. Come back here. Send the king back there. Go here. Yeah. Start gobbling up. White to sacrifice all of his pieces to defend that pawn. Takes. Low on time again. I'm expecting another check. Two games now, winning on the board, low on time. What the hell is this, please? What the hell is this? Lost two games now. Two games and winning. Time to lock in. Now my pawn is not free. If you miss the fork, hitting my rook, I'm hitting my knight. Bishop at the center. I'm avoiding talking, playing the best I can, trying to get as much clock as I can, time on my clock as I can. I'm graciously up a pawn. Graciously up a pawn. So my rook can enter the position. Boom. My rook is in. I'm missing anything. Takes. I'm not scared because my king always has an escape square with h2. Wow. So let me get it. Black just offered to be down in knight, even while being down 2 pawns. Wow. Oh, I would have just captured the pawn. Come on, I would have just captured the pawn. This actually promotes Yoruba chess player gets beaten really bad. Let me see. Wow, he entered 2-3 in his prime 3 years ago. Nice. But real bad chess player gets beat real bad. I was not so down on the clock as other games, so I guess we'll keep up with that. Let's talk. Let's pitch more play. Okay. Okay, I can fake. He can castle, but then he can castle queenside and launch an attack. Wow, okay. Nice. Show of respect. Didn't castle in the opposite direction, so just going to jump inside here with my knight. Takes. To take. Going to play this. Yeah, I was going to go c4. That's after playing rook to d1, d8. Sorry, I was going to go c5. That's after going rook to d8, but then he sees it and plays queen to c4 himself. For a cost of a pawn, I've kind of activated my pieces. And I'm going to go a5 on the next move. I really appreciate the 2 viewers that are viewing. Thank you very much for sticking around. It actually means something to me. It actually means something to me. Actually means something to me. Let's go. First of all, to double up or probably just win the night. Yeah. He has e4. He has e6 now to get rid of these doubled pawns. It's now or never. He has e6 now to get rid of these doubled pawns. Okay, he chooses to hang on to them. First of all, go here. Takes. Oh, kind of allow the e6 coming. Okay. Okay. Ooh, forgot to switch off my alarm. I have to play this to stop f5. Ooh, watch this little trap I'm about to set. If he comes in with his king, he loses his bishop with a fork. Let's see if in 19... Wow, he fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Such a shame. Such a shame in Magnus' voice. He fell for the move like... Come on, bro. You'd have done better. Let's see. Getting a check. I'm picking up the pawn on d4. On e4, sorry. And he fell for that. Yeah, he fell for that, guys. He fell for that. Oh my god, he fell for that, and this position is absolutely crushing. Let me see his peak rating. Wow, I've beaten him before. Wow. That's weird. I played against him before and I beat him. Okay, his peak rating is 21-24. 3 freaking years ago. Why is it that when you just stop training, you will drop like 100 to 200 rating points? Because I was 2185. Okay, I also reached 2000. Like, I was 2200 and I stopped training. Okay, the full story is I was 2184, stopped training, fell down to 2000. I fell down to 1900. Finished the first session in school, went back, trained, entered 21 again, came back to school, and due to the fact I was just once in a while I solve a chess puzzle, I just stayed at 2000. Went back again, trained, entered 2150, 50 something. Went back to school, it dropped again, came back again, trained, entered 2140 something. Now, at that point, I could no longer reach cross 2150 something. Every time I reach 2140 something, I just happen to lose one match and fall down back. So I went back to school, fell down again, and when I fell down this time, I did not rise. I stayed at 2000 for almost a year, which sucks. Who stays in 2000 for almost a year? Who stays at one particular rating for almost a year? Then I lost interest in training. I was doing content creation for chess. That is in my old channel. But now I came back and I hit 2000, 22,000 on my other account. So not on this one. I reached 22 on my other account and it's pretty nice. Not something I'll be proud of, but the thing is, I noticed something. And what I noticed is this. That whenever I'm playing a 2200 rated opponent, I crush the opponent flawlessly. Yes, I crush the opponent flawlessly. But when I now play with a 2000 rated opponent or a 2-1, like 2-1-23, 5% out of 10, I lose the game. It's pretty not nice. It's not nice in my own perspective. Ooh, I just made a mistake. Now I can capture and double my pawns. I can live with that, I guess. I'll be so disappointed if he doesn't sit. Maybe he might think, can this be an attack? Or is he calculating knight e5? Ooh, I just blundered. Oh my god, this is bad. This is very, very bad. This is bad. Oh my god, I just blundered. I would have gone the knight to the other way. I just blundered. Or not even move the knight at all. Now he can take and he can take and I can't take back. Yeah, this is bad for me. Very bad. But is it as bad as I think? If it takes, don't I have queen to g5? It's not as bad as I think. If it takes, I can ignore it, play queen to g5, and guess who is chilling now? So the thing was that I wasn't able to, reach that 2184 I reached, and at times when I reached that 2184, I fell right back to 2150. So now, okay, let me show you guys my other channel. I think I've shown it before on the live stream. Where am I going to? Sorry, I've shown it before on the live stream. Let me show it again. It's what do they call it again? What do they call that account again? Yeah, my Igbo name, Sapruchi. Yeah, 2150 with a peak rating of 2214, 3rd of this month. Open July 14th, 2025. Okay, that is just a basic. That's a basic rather. Yeah, that line didn't work. Or doesn't work. And permit me to call this empty threats. My bishop just does enough in the position. You see, there are positions where a bishop is worth more than a rook. I'm not saying this is one of them, but then my position does enough. And on my next move, I will go rook to e3 to double up. If it takes, I take back my pawn and play e4 on the next move. I think my position is actually nice. Okay. I don't really see an idea behind that move he just played. Maybe restricting my knight's movement, but well, my knight could have jumped, but then there are a lot of issues in my position to start thinking about moving my knight now. I think I have a better position because why not? I have double rooks. Takes. Oh, wow, he doesn't want to take back. So I have to play this. And for the time being, nothing can attack this. Why not expand on the queen side? I just want to use him and undouble my doubled pawns. Nothing more. Really not important. Yeah, he's really not important. Okay. Time to ask my time to ask his knight questions. By playing something like knight e2, my knight to e2, can take on double my pawns, and there's really not much for him. At least so far, the much I can see. So I'm currently 2-2, fell back to 2-1, entered 2-2 again, fell back to 2-1, and I have not played in that account for like 4 days, and I've been too busy either creating content, live streaming, training for. I actually play mobile e-football. Yeah, I actually play mobile e-football, so either I'm training, oh, by the way, this is actually a nice move. Either I'm training or I'm in a tournament. Oh, are you seeing what I'm saying? Takes. You can take with the rook, I take back, and his knight enters into the position. Not sure whether that is good for him, but I know it counts for something. And this is like the variation that works. I have to take the rook first, then enter with your knight to the beach. Okay, he can just enter straight. Oh my god, he can just enter straight. Oh my god, this is crazy, man. He can just enter straight. But isn't his bishop trapped? My alarm is snoozed. Yeah, okay. He went for the easier approach. And after I defend this, the question is simple. Where are you going with? Okay, I don't want to lose that knight, so I must be forced to play this awful move. Yeah, I don't want to lose the knight, so I'm forced to play this awful move. It's better the pawns are doubled and they are alive than to be undoubled and dead. At least now I have ideas of f5. The bishop on b5 will cover up my weakness on b2 because I would definitely move that rook out. Threatening to move my rook in. I'll probably trade rooks. If I trade rooks, oh my god, my position is sweet. Oh, I saw what white did there, but is it really worth it? Is it really worth it is the question. I need an immediate answer. Is it really worth it? Does it really make sense? Fine, takes. If he goes back, it's bad for him. He must take. He should take. Not must, but he should take. If he goes back, it's horrible. Bad for him. But it's tempting, yeah, for him to go back, right? The moment he goes back, then I can play. Ooh, fancy move. He's the one that's low on time. Thank goodness. Everywhere has gone silent. One wrong move and I'll give him a pawn. I think this is actually a mistake from him. Because I can now go and attack. It is an inaccuracy. He should have gone knight to d6. Should have gone knight to d6. Stopping all squares for my bishop to attack the pawn. But with this now, at the very least, I get to be a pawn up. At the very least. Okay. Okay. I guess I need to play a waiting move. I need to play a waiting move. And f4 in this case is the waiting move. And this king must move. Yes. And now I go to attack this other pawn. Wow. It looks like this position is a draw, but isn't. It isn't really a draw because then white promotes before me, but he doesn't have the first check. Yes, he cannot deliver checkmate. He cannot deliver the first check in the position. So technically, what? He just blundered the pawn. Isn't this just a pure loss of a pawn? He's low on time, so definitely he doesn't have enough time to calculate. Oh, and he resigns. I won't resign in this position. But then what is he going to do? It's practically lost because if he goes here, I go here, giving a check to the king and he must capture, and this position is actually lost, honestly speaking. So what else can he do? What else can he do? If he goes here, it's still the same fate. So I can't find any logical move for him to make. He can go here. When he goes here, it's still the same fate. So there's practically nothing for him to do. Yeah, so he saw through all of that and he respectfully resigned. I was intending on going 3 hours of live stream, but I actually had to upload content. Yeah, if you haven't watched my long form content, you can do well to watch it. It covers the power of first moves, first moves in positions, and almost all chess games are won through first moves. Nothing more, nothing less. Ooh, I took too early. Damn, I took too early. He has a4, yeah. He has a4. He has a4. Yeah, I have to come back. He's almost removing everything, but yet we are still on the same time. Funny. Forcing me to push that pawn forward. Takes this. It's forcing me to push that pawn forward, and I don't really have a choice. If you look at it, I don't really have a choice but to push a freaking pawn forward. Then he has bishop to b4, b5, bishop to b5. I keep on thinking I'm white and he's black. Has bishop to b5. Just ignore that and continue with my development. Okay, take. Can I sacrifice this knight? I can actually sacrifice this knight. He sacrifices bishop with a check to my king. Oh, he doesn't do that. Okay, nice. Threatening mate. My opponent is always going offline. Is he having network issues or... Wow, I've beaten him before too. What the hell is this? Almost everybody I've beaten them before. I've beaten him before too. Wow, he resigned again. I guess he's having network issues. Sorry, bro. I'm really trying to push this live stream so it can reach 2 hours. Okay, we'll play one more game and I'm off. Wow, isn't it sort of crazy that out of how many thousand games I'm being paired with someone that I've beaten before and I beat him again? Wow. I still believe my rating is not 21-16. It's way more than that. It's due to the fact that I stream, I talk, I get distracted, stuffs like that. I lose focus, I don't spot the threat, and by God's grace I'll actually cross that rating. I'll actually cross that rating before this year ends, by God's grace alone. Okay. I made an inaccuracy. Can you spot it? Oh my God, I made an inaccuracy, right? You can take 10, bishop to g4. Bishop to g4. Then. Okay. Oh, he wants to... And I could just go straight and go for this takes version. Takes. Pretty normal. Wow. Being chased all around. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. It means a lot to me. It means more than a lot to me. Believe me. Knight f4, I take the knight. No thinking twice, no second option. Whoa. Now the question is, what's the idea? That is a question I'm still perplexed about. And that, okay, he just gave me a pawn. He would have taken, and I think I can't. If I take the queen, he will take it back with his rook, and I can't take the pawn because then he takes the. I can't take the pawn with my knight because then he takes my knight with his bishop, and I have to take his bishop with my rook. Then he now gives a check to my back rank, and my rook cannot come back because my knight cannot defend it when it comes back to e1. So I must move my king, and he picks up my bishop on c1. How could he not freaking calculate this? That's to show you that he is a 2-1 rated player, and I am not a 2-1 rated player. Don't mind any of things I'm saying. What I'm saying is all for content, please. Content type shit, you get it? Okay. Content. I'm up a pawn, I think. I really need to buy a laptop so you guys can see my face. I really need to buy a laptop. But first things first, that is really not a priority now. Yeah, that is really not a priority now. I need to get monetized on YouTube, and with you guys' help, I will get there. You guys are gonna help me, yo. You guys are gonna help me get monetized on YouTube. I trust you guys. Can be up a pawn, but it has to have its cost, right? At what cost? This is the killer question. Up a pawn, yeah. Good position, yeah. At what cost? Takes. Yeah. Ooh, I'm 2 hours in the live stream. It has been long. I streamed for 2 hours. My back aches. No, I made the wrong move. Damn it. I would have first of all chased away the knight. Oh my god. And this knight is now planted here. Oh god. Damn. I made the wrong move yet another freaking time. Who does that? Come on. Who does this, bro? Bro, who does this now? Who does this? Oh my god. I would have pushed back the knight and the first move, then played that b4 on the second move. It doesn't look like it does something, but the knight is destabilized. My queen has a lot of luft, and come on now, come on. Even if it might not be the best engine move, but at least it's playable. Engines makes positions unplayable. Right, that was the other day. I was looking at the position and the engine was like, the best move in this position is to give up your queen. And when you give up your queen, the position is a draw. And I was looking at this position. Who does this, please? You give up your queen and your position is a draw. Wow. I was like, I have to start finding better ways to get myself depressed if I want to get depressed. Not listening to the engine. Monkey flies. The idea behind this is just to avoid any knight to h6, blah blah blah, sacrifice type shit. Yeah, for those that haven't known, I'm losing this game because of one dumb move, because of one annoying move that I didn't make. And I'm losing the game. The attack is solid, the attack is concrete, the attack is legalized, the attack is the attack. The only trick I can pull now is the trick I want to pull now, which is not, it's weird. Okay, check. Check. Then give it check. Can I give it check? King has a square. This is bad. This is bad for me. How do I come out of this? Okay. I can attack the knight, the bishop. I can attack the bishop. Let's see what happens from here. 2 viewers, thank you very much. Yeah. Okay. Just have to go with the flow. And this is actually a myth. That's a myth. Yeah, good game, bro. Good game. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Whoa, thank you very much for watching. Please like, please share, please subscribe. I'll be out here tomorrow, same time, same day, doing the same stuff that I love to do, creating educative content. Do you want to check my long form content? I dropped it in the early hours of this morning or in the late hours of your day, depending on where you're watching from. You can let me know where you're watching from in the comment section. And in the absence of that, thank you very much for watching. Please like, please share, and please subscribe. Subscribe.